Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the court. And choreographed by Kashina Collins. And now, introducing the starting lineup for the visitors, the St. John Riptide. Starting at center, number 34, Joel Nadundo. At forward, number 33, Malcolm Miller. At forward, number 25, Gabe Freeman. At guard, number 23, Jeremiah Mordy. And at guard, number 4, Horace Wormley. The head coach of the St. John Riptide is Nelson Taroba. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing the non-starters for your Island Storm. From Bethune-Cookman University, a center, number 24, Travis Elliott. From the University of Prince Edward Island, a center, number 15, Duke. From the University of Prince Edward Island, a forward, number 7, Brad States. From Little Rock, a guard, number 5, Kemi Osei. From Holland College, a forward, number 3, Trinity Burdon. And from the University of Prince Edward Island, a guard, number 2, Tyler Scott. The head coach of the Island Storm is Tim Kendrick. Assistant coaches Lonnie States and Jeff Morrison. Team managers Greg Moore and Frankie Beaton. And now, ladies and gentlemen, to introduce the starting 5 for your Island Storm, brought to you by All-Star Cresting. Here's Cowboy Mike Hughes.
Storm fans, it's game time. We're in our house. Let me hear you make some noise. I said, let me hear you make some noise. Storm fans, we're in deep here. We need you more than ever. We need a big W here tonight. Are you ready for some NBL action? I said, are you ready? At forward from Rochester, New York, Torrance Dyke Jr. At forward from North Preston, Nova Scotia, Chris Johnson. At guard from Los Angeles, California, Franklin Session. At forward from the Lower East Side of New York, welcome back, Duvon Maxwell. At center, the big man in the middle, from Long Beach, California, Jerion Henry. Storm fans, let me hear you make some noise. Let's get this party started. Let me hear you, Storm fans. Let's make some noise. Let's get this rocking right off the start.
Well, there you have the introduction by Cowboy Mike Hughes. Let's get ready for a good basketball game here at the Eastlink Center. Good crowd on hand in Charlottetown. My name is Gordon McNeely. I'm going to bring you the coverage. Again, my man Peter Ruckgazer. He's on assignment with the Island hockey team. And we got a good matchup between the Island Storm and the St. John Riptide. And I can't wait for this one. St. John's coming off a double overtime victory in Halifax. And listen, if you saw any bit of that game that the Island Storm played last night, you were impressed with this team. They took the London Lightning to the brink. And then a play with 6 seconds left gave London the victory with a big Royce White dunk. So this is going to be back and forth here. Again, Jerion Henry in the lineup for the Storm. We just got him from the St. John Edge, and he's starting. And big news, Duvon Maxwell is back in the lineup. So they get all of his points and effort back into this thing. So the Storm are starting to get healthy. And Chris Johnson, big game last night. But the real question is, can you stop two guys on the other side? Warmly, and you know him in St. John, Gabe Freeman. So super excited about this one. And we're going to get things going. The big men are going to jump it up. Joel Nadano versus Jerion Henry. So Sessions grabs the tip. And the ball's in play. They're going deep in the post to start. Off back rim there. That one. And Warmly, one of my favorite point guards in the whole NBL, is going to set it up. He played really well here. They met about a week ago, these teams. Very good game. And big shot to start. It's Malcolm Miller. He's playing well. Big shooter. So they get things started. Session will try his luck and hits it. He had a great game last night. And he starts off for three. It could be a long night for St. John if that guy gets going. Again, this game between these two teams last time was so incredible. It was something else. And the refs get him on a travel. O'Donoghue just shuffled his feet a little bit. And for our Charlottetown fans, listen. The UPI Women Panthers are playing against the #1 ranked Acadia Axe women in Nova Scotia. and they are up 19 points in the third quarter. So they could knock off the potential #1 team as the Storm get on the board for another bucket. So that's a big, big news in basketball terms today. So we'll keep you posted on the score there. Playing very good basketball. And then I'll send him to the line. It's Malcolm Miller. Good start from him. Very active. And you hear the crowd chanting. They're excited about this one. They were really proud of this team last night. Did they ever play well? So took them right down. That game was on fire. So we're hoping for another good game here today. So this is back-to-back for the Storm. I guess St. John had one day off. Setting it up. A little bit slow in their offensive set here to get it into Tryon Henry inside. The ball goes off his knee out of bounds. So we'll enter, but Storm pick up full court a little bit. Miller has no problem with that. Gabe Freeman will try for three. Just goes off wide. Storm rebound. Oh, good try of a pass by Maxwell. And he'll try again. Miller's been hot. Misses that one. Big steps coming across in there. Can't finish, but good attempts. So it'll be Storm ball out of bounds. Hope you're having a good night tonight, Saturday night, wherever you are. Thanks for tuning in. That's a nice matchup there, Session and Warmly. Maxwell try for three, looks good. Short. And he'll get the call there. I'll go to the line. So he's been playing well. It's a very good start for him, scoring big numbers. So it's 6-5, quick Riptide lead. But I like the way the Storm has started. It feels pretty good in here. In and out for that one. I mean, what a big difference having Maxwell in the starting lineup. And Dyke wanted a foul on that. It's not going to get it. Normally controls over to Miller. And you got to do something about that. Can't be hitting threes in transition. So he's feeling it, feeling a really good stroke. Johnson will try. He's been hot of late. Miller will try again. That's too open. Like, you got to cover that. And maybe some matchup issues. Or just guys not know who they're starting on. And Session will give it a try, another try. Can't connect there. So a 7-point gap here to start. Warmly, you better find out where Miller is in the corner. Dyke's guarding there. And then he gets another one. Better defense that time. Goes to Jarian. The right spot at the right time for that man. No hands there. Good. Warmly is so good with the ball. Can't get that to go. Johnson 2-on-2. Throws it up to Henry. Good defense. That's Mordai defending there. He's given up some size. The refs don't like it. It's going to be a foul on Mordai. Sub is in. Let's ice him. He's into the game early in this one. So we played about just over 4 minutes here. The story is Malcolm Miller shooting the basketball. And it'll stay Storm basketball, 12 seconds on the shot clock. Dyke will put it in. So we don't see him shooting much from the outside, but oh, good defense. Dyke stayed with that. Jaron Henry likes to play in the open court. Over to Session, back to Henry. Those two like to play a two-man game. Finds Johnson, he's not ready for it. Dyke will think about it. And it's good. So they're playing well. They battle back in this one. So see if they can defend. You have to know where their shooter is in St. John. Gabe Freeman just happy to move the ball, not trying to do much offensively at this point. Nice take by Wormley. That's soft off the glass. So Storm attacking again. 14-11. Good ball movement here. Maxwell try baseline. There's a ton of contact there. And they'll talk it over. A few smiles in there. Gabe Freeman's got his hand around Maxwell. He's a veteran in this league. So just let the fans know in Charlottetown, the local team, the UPI Panthers, is up 21 against the #1 team in the country. Make that 23 points against the #1 team in the country right now. So this could be a monumental win for our area in basketball terms. Acadia women's team has not lost thus far this season at all. So we'll keep you posted there. Nice hands in there. He got a foul call. Wow. So that's Henry. He's got quick hands. So take it out of bounds. Red Pathel in bounds. He's in for St. John. Saying hello to all the St. John fans. Welcome to the broadcast. Oh, tough shot by Gabe Freeman. He puts his hand up like maybe that wasn't the best one for me, guys. Brad State's into the game. Started last night, but Maxwell took his spot. His family's here from Bathurst for this 2-game set in Charlottetown. Nice screen action there. Session will try again. He's got some arc going on his jump shot. That's pretty impressive. It's he's really been working on that lately, and I like it. Wormley will try. Doesn't shoot much until the end of the game, but that is pure. Over to States. Good ball movement to start this game. Johnson will try front back rim, and that goes in somehow. States probably, that just kind of poof, went into the basket, so pretty amazing when shots like that go in for your confidence as a team. And they're playing Gabe pretty strong. He has yet to go into the post. He likes to start in the perimeter, I find. Nice quick pass there. Oh, he faked him out. Oh, man. Mr. Dyke Jr. saying hello to his mom. I'll tell a story about him afterwards when we get a second. Hopefully his family's watching. He gets a hand on that. And that's going to be a timeout. So it's kind of a really cute story, Torrance Dyke, and I hope his family's watching. Last night, just down on the game after the game, and it was a tight game, and he was hanging around afterwards, and apparently he was going around and asking people to get his name spelled correctly. And he said to me, he's like, can you get somebody to spell my name correctly? He was kind of upset about it. And he says, it's not me, guys. It's not me. It's my mom. My mom needs that name spelled correctly. And he's going around. So I tell you, these young men here who are playing, he's thinking about you. He's thinking about his mom. So what a nice young man. So best of luck to him, and saying a shout out to Torrance's mom, probably watching this one. So 18-17. .429 left. And St. John will have possession of the basketball. The real story is Gabe Freeman is kind of just taking it slow in this one. Wormley's hit some. Miller's hit a bunch for St. John, but I think the Storm might have figured that out. Oh, they forgot about the shot clock. Who would have thunk? And that's some communication issues. The bench has to be talking about that for St. John. So Trinity Bernine in the game. And Dyke will try in the post. Wormley was going around the back. Might have gotten called on a kind of a hold. So Session, Wormley's not going to go for that. So Session will put it up, and that was in and out too. He's shooting the ball really well. Nice closeout. Freeman will get a nice open look, and he's leaving it short. And this crowd is on him a little bit. So definitely a different start for him. So this is a nice matchup. Wormley in Session. Nice pass inside. Travis Elliott can't finish, and there's got to be a foul going underneath. And he'll go to the line. This is the first one. And strokes an easy second one. So good start by both these teams, really. And Freeman's out for a bit. So foul on the play. It's going against Brad States. Nice two-man game. This guy's the one that's hot. Just can't get that one to go. So the penetration by States, nothing there, but Sessions open, trying to get the foul, does, and one! So, what a play there. So he'll go to the line. That was a great play. Got his man up in the air and finished strong. And he connects on and makes it a 3-point play. So that'll give the Storm a 5-point edge. 3 minutes left to go in this one. He'll take a break. And Kembe Osei will come in for him. And St. John will attack here. Just under 3 minutes left to go. Pretty well played first quarter. Nice backdoor cut on the right side. Coach is yelling, shooter, shooter. Red Path can shoot it. Forcing him left. Nice spin. Not much room there. Can't get that one to go. So the Storm look good defensively. And wide open look for Bredine. Can't get a nice rebound there. We'll start the break. And can't make that, but that's what he does. He shoots threes at a good clip. So the Storm are attacking here. Contact there. States fell down. And St. John makes them pay. So they're tracking from the left side of the court. Maxwell might have a little bit of rust. He's been off for a little bit. Good defense by St. John. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Osei will try to penetrate and turn it over to Miller. Good look at Maxwell trying to square him up, but you got to play against the rebounders. So it's a 1-point game. This is going to seesaw back and forth. And just Miller's been making a big difference on defense, and gets that one to go. JT Tisdale. So big play there. Gives the St. John team a little edge. So the Storm have been really struggling a little bit to stop runs. Nice post up, but the entry pass is just not crisp. Oh, Miller will try again, can't get it. So he started off hot and cooled down just a little. So there's only 20 some odd seconds. Nice take by States and gets it to go. And here comes St. John, the hole for the last shot. Nice penetration and pitch to Tisdale. Back ironed it, and that'll do it. So and that's a good first quarter by both these teams. So they'll talk it over. We'll be back in about a minute. So we're getting set here for the second quarter. Just an update in that UPI game for all the local Storm fans watching. UPI is now up 15 points with 2 minutes left to go against the #1 team in the country. So this could be a monumental win for this UPI program. So we'll keep you updated there. They're playing incredibly well. So Redpath's going to attack here. Wide open look and drains it. So good looking shot there. And that's Isom. So too easy. Tyler Scott's in too. Scott will penetrate over. Find Osei. Maxwell. Find an open shooter. Scott gets an open look. Can't hit it. Front rimmed it, but looked good. Dyke will repenetrate. Nice little move. So great move there to change direction. Stops the penetration. Goes back to Isom. We'll go back into the post. And nice duck under, but can't get that to fall. So Dyke Jr.'s got room. They're giving him room. And he can shoot that. And Osei gets fouled. Aaron Redpath. So the 10 seconds on the shot clock. And the ball's entered. Skipped over, no weak side action. Maintain their spacing. And Osei will try from deep. Oh, that was in and out. So Freeman's back into the game. Looks like he's got some legs. And Scott Garden there. Not giving Redpath much room. And there's the shot they were looking for. And that's why, because he can do that. So Dyke will try to attack. And Osei will pass on that one. Dyke will try from the... Scott gets a rebound and puts it back, so 6'1" guard gets on the board. Just hustling, staying around. Makes him pay. So, oh my goodness, what a turnover. And unselfishly, Dyke passes to Osei, and that's good team basketball. So that'll put the Storm up 1. So they can't give Redpath too much room. Oh, look at that rebounding. And blocking foul. And Gerboa is not happy. He's on the court. Lots of contact there. And they'll inbound it with 16 on the shot clock. Little scrum going on. So 12 seconds on the shot clock. Johnson gets it, finds the... Oh, can't finish. Osei can't finish underneath. So Wormley will try. Puts it up. The Storm are rebounding the basketball very well here to start. Try for 3. Hits it. Osei. And big shot there. Nice penetration by Wormley. Oh, foul at the rim, intentional foul. So that means they'll get 2 shots in the basketball. Kind of a little bit dangerous there. So they're all hugging and stuff, so that you'd like to see that. So he'll get 2 shots in the basketball, so we'll just wait for this and he'll clear it up. Well, you've seen some good sportsmanship thus far in this one. Saying a big shout out to our friends in St. John. Watching this one. They love this team down there. And, you know, we love when they come to town. Timeout. So it's kind of a slow sequence of play right there. So, but that penetration by Wormley really created the streaking Tisdale. So 8:06 left in the second quarter. And it looks like the UPI Panther women are going to upset. And this is huge. Get on Twitter and talk about this because Acadia Axe women are #1 in the whole entire nation. So that's 45 some odd teams in Canada, and they're #1, and they've been there for quite a long time. And UPEI, not only did they roll into Wolfville, Nova Scotia, but they are up 15 points with about a few seconds left to go, and they are cheering, and this is a monumental win for, it'll be a monumental win for the UPI program. So big congratulations to them, and I know this Island Storm team supports local basketball. They're at all the games, and they're going to be excited about that. So the only thing that would be better for Charlottetown fans is for the Island Storm to get a win here. They're up 3 at the moment. And we'll let you know when that final comes in. But hell of an effort there in Wolfville, Nova Scotia. So that makes all of Prince Edward Island proud. So we'll get our free throws here, and then St. John will retain possession of the basketball here with that intentional foul. So we've got basically the same lineup coming out. Jaron Henry's on. Neither team has really gotten into a crazy great flow thus far, so we'll see if one of these teams can break it open. The Storm have kind of answered the runs of St. John. So the nice dribble. This is them with the basketball after that intentional foul. Wormley's doing a great job of penetrating. Finds Miller. Scott defends well, but that's what he does. So the ball is moving. Session back into the game. He gets fouled there. Easy call. So that was on the penetration, so it's going to go sideline out of bounds. The ball will be inbounded by Tyler Scott. And these two teams really, the Storm have to be a little tired. They're going a little bit deeper into their bench, and so is St. John as well. So we'll see if it makes a difference. Legs here. Tyler Scott hit the backboard on that one, but other than that, the shot looked pretty good. Just a little bit deep in the corner. And Freeman has been cold to start this one. See if this one goes for him. He's leaving everything short. So that was a wide open look. The ball will go into to Jarian Henry. Oh. And that's it. Session is feeling it from deep, and that was over Gabe Freeman. And that's a big shot for him. He's feeling it, and that'll open up his penetration lane. So very difficult check to somebody to check there today. And let's see if Gabe Freeman's he'll keep trying the jump shots. I'm surprised at that. It's been kind of a little lackadaisical to start this one, but he's averaging 22 plus points per game. I'm not sure why. This might just get him going. So he gets an easy layup. So Session will try Freeman's guarding him. So that's a quickness mismatch, the perimeter, and Chris Johnson will get the easy shot to go. And there's Freeman attacking again. And you see he just hit that layup and he tried to get something else going. Big, deep three by Scott, just back rim. He's not missing by much. So, States is into the game. And that's a final from Wolfville, everybody. Listen, the UPI women Panthers have just knocked off the #1 team in the country by 20 points. So congratulations to them and all the basketball fans in Prince Edward Island. That is a massive win as Wormley tries a three. And that'll do it. It's not every day you knock off a #1 team, and they just did it. So that'll put them in good contention for playoffs as St. John rips back here. Like the dribbling skills. Ooh. Good player. That's Mordai. You got to contain him, and it's easier said than done. So Johnson's going to try to get it into States. Nice pass out of there. Maxwell try. Nice open look. Hits it and one. He got fouled. So that was a great jump shot there by Mr. Maxwell. And he, I mean, you're coming off an injury, a few games out. You need something like that to go down. So this will get him going. He can score on a big, ferocious clip. Can't get the free throw there. Oh, look at that rebound. Jarian Henry. Oh, my goodness. Wow, wow, wow. And was Session talking to Wormley? They're talking to each other. Did you see that? What camera work? Unbelievable. He's talking to him. So that's Session again. He is having a great first half here. See if Wormley will answer, but he's very disciplined. And Miller can't get it to go. Oh, what? Just to get a hand on that, that was pretty impressive. And one there, so not and one, sorry, but just a foul. So that foul is going to go against Maxwell. Nadano. Yeah, look at that rebound. Like, wow. And then passes it back out to Session. And he'll hit. Watch him talk afterwards. I don't know if you're going to. Oh, look at that. Oh, my goodness. The camera crew here is unbelievable. I must say. Goodness gracious. They capture everything. I feel like asking them if they can capture some sweat drops sometime. I mean, seriously. The crowd's lively tonight, too. It's something else in here. There's a foul in there. There's a foul inside. Yeah. That's going to go against Horace Wormley. So side out for the Storm. Dyke will try. They'll let him have that. And he can hit that shot. You just can't think about it. So the Gabe Freeman will try three. Listen, something's got to be done there. Coach, I can see the coach looking around. He's just ice cold from the perimeter. And it's pretty, for the Storm to only be up 5. Maxwell will try. Look at that three-point shot. His form was fantastic. So that's pretty impressive. Maxwell's feeling it, but that guy right there, Malcolm Miller, woof, this young man can play. Well, Johnson's going to try it, just back rim. And those are the type of shots that I'd like to see them get the ball moving a little bit. But, I mean, Johnson can shoot the ball. Well, I mean, look at that. So there was, in those last few possessions, there was basically 0 passes. But these guys are all confident. And that was Mordai. Johnson will try it again. Look at that defense. Freeman's down in the stance. Maxwell. Mad Max over to Dyke Jr. makes a great play. He's been playing some very good basketball of late. Very, very impressive. So, and the ball will go out of bounds, and it'll stay Storm basketball. Lodano. So it's a timeout. So St. John's done a good job of staying in this basketball game, and that's the big thing, is you feel like all the momentum's going the Storm way, but really they only have a 4-point lead to show from it. So Malcolm Miller is really playing well for St. John, and for the Storm, Maxwell's come on. Sessions been playing amazing. I mean, they're getting it done by association, so it's a good game to watch here. Okay, so we're going to show you guys a pack of just 5 3-pointers from Malcolm Miller. So watch his footwork. Nothing happening up top. So here's another one where he's coming down and just gets his feet set. And he just gets that second foot set so fast, and his release is the same every time. Up, shoots it. Look at that. Look at where his fingers are below the wrist on that extension. So it's we've got 2 minutes left to go, and we're showing you 5 3-pointers. So that's very impressive. So the Storm have to do something about that, because that's what's keeping them in this game. So ball's moving here. Johnson will try. Hand in his face, doesn't matter. And that was Malcolm Miller with his hand in his face. So, whoa, this game, there's so much talent here. Brad States with a 2-handed block. And it's going to go. That foul's going to go against Mordai. Yeah, and he just was saying he's trying to get out of there, but you know they know when they're mucking around in there. The defensive rebounder has the ball. Just get out. You're not going to get a steal. So open up a 7-point lead. What is that? That's good basketball. My gosh, you look like Gene Autry with those dancing shoes on right there. Google him. Good rebound too. And that's gonna see if the Storm can add to this lead now. Oh, that's an open look for Maxwell. Lets it go, but they got rebounders. And St. John luckily comes out with a fast break. Leaves it short. And it's gonna stay St. John basketball. So that was unfortunate. They had rebounders, and that's the issue. They had two offensive rebounders, and the ball went the other way. So nice out of bounds play. Very typical out of bounds play for a lot of teams right there to get a shooter open. Scott down in a nice stance. You see the hand down low. Nice cut by Freeman. And he finishes strong. So it doesn't faze him a little bit that he was maybe slow starting. He's a good cutter, and he's going to start to get it working inside a little bit. Good defense on the shooter, Scott, but Session will try it. Just hits off rim that time. So 42 left in this second half. Wormley would try to get the corner. States will say, nah, nah, nah. So we'll try here. 12 seconds left on the shot clock. We're talking. What's the whole? The ref's talking to players down there. Comes it off 2 screens, slips the screen, goes right to the basket. Well, that was nice. What it is, they had a double screen set up, and normally you'd think that the shooter like Miller would come right across, but then he went through the first one and dived right to the basket, so it even surprised us up here. Good looking shot there. There's nothing wrong with that. So putting together a great first half here is Miller. He's just been carrying the St. John team. We'll have some stats at the end of half here for you. So 30, they could get a 2 for 1. I don't think they're going to take it. Just going to play basketball. They know they're going to have to defend after this. Oh, look out. Oh, State's lost it on the way up. He was going to throw that down. And I'm sure we'll get a replay on that, but yeah, they confirmed it. That was off of State's, and he's saying, I got hammered on my arm. So that's kind of frustrating. But now you have to defend hard to try to maintain this 5-point lead going into half. It's a nice matchup here. Top, nice switch. Scott gets back. Defends the shooter, going strong. Freeman has it. Dangerous guy to have the basketball, and that's why. So he hits at the buzzer. And just like that, it's a 3-point game, 53-50. Lots of good action there. And I'm sure the crew here at Universal Media will be showing you a great highlight pack to entertain you over the break. But we'll be back in about 15 minutes. There's dancers and stuff happening here, so we'll talk to you in a little bit. So we're bringing it back with some stats here. Welcome fans back for the start of this third quarter. And the big stat that jumps out is Malcolm Miller for St. John has 20 points already, and it's halftime. So he's 5 for 12 from the floor, 5 for 9 from the three-point line, and he's made 5 of 6 free throws. Other than that, there's been some balanced scoring. Isom has 7. Horace Wormley has 5 points, 3 assists. Mordai has 5 points. Gabe Freeman's only got 6 points, but he has 6 rebounds. And he's 3 of 11 from the floor. For the Island Storm, Chris Johnson has 5. Frank Session has 17 big points, 2 assists and 6 rebounds. Torrance Dykes shooting 5 for 9 from the floor, 10 points. And Devon Maxwell in his return has 7 points in 20 minutes of play. And that's the big difference here. So it's this one's wide open. 3-point game. I thought the Storm had a good run in the second, but again, they couldn't extend that run from the 6 or 7 point run up until 8, 9, 10, 11 point run. And St. John did a good job of staying with them in that second quarter. So we're going to start this one off. And Henry's going to inbound to Session. I'm going to bring up the feed too. Let's hear what you guys are saying online. Talk to me, because my man Peter Ruttgazer is not here tonight. So ball goes in the corner. Back out for St. John. Quick screen. Gets an open look and nails it. So no problem there, and that's more die. A lot of games on tonight too in the association or the league. Oh, nice backdoor cut to Johnson. And that was Jaron Henry with the pass. Oh, Lisa, I don't know what's happening, but I just turned the feed on, so I'll get reading some stuff. I'm not sure what's going on. Hey, Jude. Big shot there. Oof, he's starting to heat up too. And that's more die. He can get hot. He gets that nice little step back. More D. Thanks a lot, more D. That's what I'm doing wrong. Thanks a lot. More D. Freeman with the rebound. And he'll try a 3. He's been short every shot he's taken, so he's 3 for 12 here today. Just got to get that ball up a bit. No, I don't want to tell him what to do. Isom hits a big 3 there. And a sweet pass in the front row. Thanks for tuning in again. Again, Jarian's finding his home here. There's a 2-man game with these two. Chris Johnson tries. Look at that, trying to keep that alive. That's Henry in there. So, seeing if he's okay. He's grabbing his ankle. Freeman's ready to help him up. Yeah, thanks for the pronunciation. There's no way I would have known that. More D. Good stuff, guys. Thanks a lot, and I appreciate your help. I should have been tuning into the feed here, but I was so distracted by what was happening in Nova Scotia with other basketball games. Oh man, so much going on. But again, the UPI Panthers women knocked off the #1 team in the country just moments ago. So that's a massive win for that program. So Henry's going to try his ankle there. Ball inbounded. Warmly. He's been doing a good job tonight facilitating. And that one doesn't drop. Isom. Chris Johnson tries a quick pass, and it's going to stay Storm basketball. I know, Lisa, I'm pretty pumped. I just saw your comment. Ball inbounded here. And the Storm have a tendency, they miss a couple of those screens. Like they're set, but they're not getting crisp screening action. So quick fast break, Warmly finishes. So just on those inbounds plays, there's something I've noticed. That like they're most like slipping the screen, or somebody's not setting properly. State's in there trying to tip it. Look at Dyke Jr. with the putback. And this is important because the last few third quarters, the Storm have been a little bit sleepy to start the very start of that third quarter. So State's with the rebound. Oh, there's two guys running that lane. Just little mistakes like that I'd like to see the Storm just kind of pick up on a little bit, because that's what happens as the other team comes back. And Warmly, they're not messing around with Session. They're guarding it with Warmly. So low to the ground. States might have passed a little jump shot there. Tough shot over the shoulder. That was rimming around in there. So St. John has looked like they woke up a little bit. They're just taking advantage of illegal screen from St. John. And Freeman's laughing. Oh, thanks, Brian, for the comment. Appreciate it. Last night in Charlottetown, they have a thing called a Relay for Life to raise money for cancer. So congratulations on all the people out supporting great charities like the Cancer Association Society in Charlottetown. They raise a lot of money to fight against cancer. So they walk all night or for a large portion of it. So congratulations if you're involved in that. Session will try. Dyke's got it. He's looking to penetrate over to States. Quick release. Just hits short. Working for it. Warmly keeps it in somehow. No, he doesn't. Thanks for the pronunciation on Jarian. Good. These are all. Oh, States tries to dunk. Good rebound there. They've got numbers the other way. States will look to penetrate right in the middle of the court. Gets it back to Session. Maxwell will try against Freeman. Over to States. Tries another one. Looks good. Just a little bit. Just a fraction left on that shot. Gets his feet set, but again, like that's what he's been doing tonight. He's been leaving it short, and if you're the Riptide, I mean, you wouldn't think that you'd be up 3 with Gabe Freeman shooting 3 for 14. Another illegal screen. So the refs not liking it. They've called them both each way. So a 3-point advantage for the Riptide. Again, it was flipped, so the Storm had a 3-point advantage at the start of this quarter. You want to get it to Warmly. Here's the screen. Nice little action there. Two-man action. Oh, boys. And that's Isom with a nice quick release. You can tell they work on that one in practice. Just a little screen, rescreen. Session wanting the foul. It's not there. State's patting it up. Can't get it. Technical foul on the coach, on Tim Kendrick. So that's going against Kendrick. He was on the floor yelling at the ref. The far side referee blew it. Looking for a foul, but the Storm really, they really need some movement. It's so hard for, even if those two baseline people exchange underneath the basket and come out the other side. Sessions trying to penetrate, which he's good. He can penetrate against 10 people if they put him out there, but it would just be easier if there was some movement away from the ball. So we'll see if they can get some movement going to keep themselves in this basketball game. And against this short-staffed St. John team today. Can't hit that one. Big rebound. It's Miller. He hasn't gotten going here in this third quarter, but he's got 20. Here comes the screen. Going left, slipped it. And that's what they do. They've got better ball movement than the Storm at this juncture of the game. Let's ice him. He's been playing well in this third quarter. So they've given up a big lead here. There's another, is that another technical foul called? Technical foul on Brad States there. So the crowd is starting to get hot. And States thought he got hit a few times in the first half. And he's going to pick up another technical. So Henry's going to check in for him. So lots going on. And the biggest thing about this is the Storm are not playing well in this third quarter to start. They just don't have any flow in the game offensively. And it's odd to come out of a third quarter without offensive flow because you have time to chat about that at halftime. So we'll see if they can bounce back. Maybe it's frustrating because if Brad States picks up a technical foul there, you were going to get the ball back after that jump shot went in. Now, St. John comes out, and I think they're going to shoot the technical, and they might give the ball back to them. So you're digging yourself a hole here in this third. So we'll see what happens. They're just playing silly games at center here during this timeout. We're going to come back. So I'm looking for quite a bit more flow out of the Storm offense. Got to complete, even when they are screening, they're not really committing to those screens. So commit to the screens, get other people open, and then you'll get open yourself. So, and that's what's going to happen. So this, instead of this free throw went in, it should have been Storm basketball. So that's the worst kind of technical you could possibly take. When you're going to get the ball out of bounds on your baseline, they shoot a foul shot and get the ball back. It's lunacy. So they got to get together and make sure that you make a stand right now. So 10-point game. We'll see how much that's going to cost them. It cost them the 2 shots and the jump shot, the technical there. So this could be, if they hit a 3, it could be a 6-point swing here. Misses it. So luckily, Storm get out of there. Let's see if they can have some continuity to this set. So it doesn't look by Maxwell's body language that they knew what they were doing. And I don't know what all the jumping was about, but I mean, you've got to make sure you know what you're doing out of a timeout. So I'm not sure the communication issue's there. So they'll have to come back and defend. Can't let this game get out of control here in this third quarter, because Freeman has yet to really get hot, and you know that's coming. Oh, what a catch by Wormley. And that hurts bad. So the Storm almost get a steal, but instead it's a three-pointer. So the hole's digging deeper. But they can go on runs. They just got to get it started here. And there they got a foul on that one. So something positive, and you know, that's how you stop runs. You create something positive within the team. So is this it? Could this be their positive way out of this hole? Because you're down 13 points and you were up 3 at halftime. So you've given, the lead has changed in the last 7 minutes dramatically by 16 points here. So it hasn't been a good start. And I'm a positive person. Henry will try the three. Short. Scott luckily gets a hand on that to keep the ball alive. Maxwell will pass on the three. And that's what they need right there. And that's the biggest basket of the game right there for the Island Storm. Try to get something positive going now. Scott's into the game for the Storm. Fighting through. Oh, what a play. And one. And that's Malcolm Miller. So that hurts bad. What a great take by Miller. Just to stay patient, got the switch, and then shot over the 6'10" Henry. So this could make it a 14-point game here. 4 minutes left, lots of time left. They give up an offensive rebound to Freeman. So Redpath will dribble with patience. See how much space he's got? There's no pressure on him to do anything with it. You got to make sure you're putting pressure on the ball. So nice hands. Whoa. So hopefully he's all right. So nice pocket picked. I'll take that $5 out of your back pocket, and then gets the rebound, and then a foul against Freeman. So you got to start slow here. You got to build a run. Yeah, you mean there's in the front row was looking for a foul because I guess he did come across for sure. So that's a good question. So ball's moving a little bit better. Session will try from the outside. Maxwell's in there mucking it up. Off the Storm. So Tim Kendrick still clapping his hands. He's ready to start a run, but it's got to start soon. Freeman running the point. Nice baseline action, just simple stuff. And Scott comes down with it. So they got to get him going. Jose is into the game. Nice screen over to Session. He hasn't had much of a break here in this third quarter. Calling for the screen, but look how slow it's. Okay, he's calling for the post. There's the screen. Maxwell will try. And thank God, if you're a Storm fan, that goes in. Something to build on. So Maxwell bails him out. Scott putting some pressure on Redpath. So into the post. This is a mismatch, Scott and Freeman. And he gets the foul out of it. So he'll go to the foul line. Again, look, his numbers for the season are fantastic. This man at the foul line's averaging 22.9 points per game. And probably gets most of those in the second half. Just lets the game come to him, relax. You saw Freeman and London Lightning had the same kind of vibe where They'll just let the game happen. They know it's 48 minutes, but in the second half, they really pick it up. And that's why you don't like to switch too much, because you get crazy mismatches, especially against the St. John team with Freeman in there. Trying to run Session off the baseline. Hesitates on the first three, doesn't get it to go. Or D will try. Shots blocked in there. And Freeman can't connect on that three. That one looked better. It was back rim that time. Again, we talked about it here. He's been hitting a lot of front rims. Oh. So difficult pill to swallow there when you're passing the ball. It's just not crisp. I mean, it was the right idea. Difficult to make that pass. Mordi averaging 10 points a game, so he's getting close to his season average. Redpath doing a good job to get it into Freeman. And this is another mismatch in here. Point guard guarding Freeman. They can't, that's a great shot for them. So the ball's moving. There's a screen. Lots of room. See, Osei with a nice Session to Osei with a nice little high screen. It's not complicated. They just got to commit to doing it. And he had so much time. So that'll get him under the 10-point mark. So if they can finish here in the last minute with something positive. And a turnover there it could be. They got 3-on-1. They really need to connect here. Why not? Short. Look at that rebound. Henry's in there, and he gets fouled. So good job by him. Madonna is going to pick up the foul on that one. So I noticed, yeah, fans probably know. St. John fans know who's in the roster. If you can let me know, but Addison's not there. Ortino's not. Oh, he's TBA. I don't know. So let me know who else isn't playing for St. John. And their bench is really short. So these are big shots. And he hits one. I like that free throw form by Henry. He's really fitting in well with this team. Runs, working hard. I like him. And he plays really well with Session and some of the guards too. So 50 seconds left there. St. John will get the ball back twice. Leaves that one short. Redpath, you gotta guard that. Oh, he's gonna call a foul on Osei. It's so odd that they can get such a wide open fast break on a foul shot miss. And that's the skill of these NBL players. They can fast break from anywhere, and they make you pay. Oof. Didn't miss that one by much. They got numbers the other way. Dyke's going to attack strong. They're hitting up a little double bicep after that one. Dyke Jr. has been playing really good basketball. Check this out. The defender's set. He goes left-right footwork so fast. Oh, Menzie, that's who I'm thinking about who's not in the lineup. Yes, that's right. He's not in the lineup. Thanks a lot. I'm reading your comments online. Appreciate that. Yeah, and Addison makes a big difference for this team too. And are they ever playing well without two key guys? I love Menzie. He's a great player. Turnover. They got 10 seconds as of now to score, and they've brought this one down. 5. Oh, foul. Hands on. So the Storm, this is what I'm talking about. Did you notice that the first part of the third quarter, no ball movement, nobody moving on offense? The second part, as soon as they start to move, the basket starts to open up. And they did a better job of doing that. So they've got to remember in this fourth quarter, start your movement early and continue it for a whole quarter. And Session hits the first one. Again, saying hello to all the fans watching from St. John. What a great team you got. Good shooters, good inside play, good point guard. They're going to make a run. They beat Halifax. Halifax is looking strong. And they beat Halifax in double overtime. So, and a big block there. So, the Storm are only, they worked it back, but how much energy did it take them to bring it back to where we were at halftime? They are down 3 here heading into this fourth quarter. So congratulations to them on a good finish of that quarter to bring it back, because it was at that cusp where it could have kind of gone either way. So I'm going to take about 30 seconds break, and then you're going to see some highlights of that quarter. So we're back here to start this fourth quarter. It's going to be a big one. And again, most of these Storm games here have been down to the wire. The last five odd games here have been very close with every team. So I think that as the season progresses, if this Storm team wants to win big games, they just have to execute. Listen to the coaching staff, execute the plays. There's such good scores at each and every position, but sometimes you have to move the basketball and pass up a good shot to get a great shot. So they're going to defend to start off. Again, that was a huge swing of basketball. St. John ballooned this lead up to 14, and the Storm brought it back. So they went on their own run. So what's going to happen here in the fourth, I have no idea. Good motion. A couple switches there by the Storm players defending. Wormley, this is usually his time. There's an aggressive screen. Oh, quick shot by Wormley. I don't see him miss very often. Yes, hi Lindsay, how are you from the Valley? Did you see that one from the Valley? And that was Freeman hitting a rare jump shot for him tonight. So it looked good in rhythm. So usually, it doesn't really matter how many points he has. He's usually a fourth quarter kind of player. And bailed on that shot. Good pass in there. Player wasn't ready. Oh, yes. People watching from all over the place. Let us know where you're watching from. It's kind of fun. It's a nice motion. Gabe Freeman will try to get to Warmley. And this is what you see in this fourth quarter, a two-man game with these two players. And they got the switch they wanted. Did you see that? And they'll throw it in. Oof, big play by Session. Ball's bouncing around in there. So that's what St. John does. They get the mismatch and they try to exploit it. So 13 seconds on the shot clock. Nice screen there. Session will get around to the outside. Osei will get his defender up. Oh, can't finish. Henry was wide open. And Redpath will put it in, no problem there. So again, start of quarters. Dyke will try to attack. Settle it down. Scott will go right at Warmley. And one. Oh, yeah. And the former UPI standout. Watch this penetration. Goes hard as he's falling down, puts it in. So, and those are the type of plays that Scott needs to get his three-point shot working, as he can score bunches of points. From Austin, Texas, Pamela, how are you doing? I want to go to Austin someday, listen to the music down there. There's great people. Well, come up here. You come up here. How's that sound? Chris, Tyler Scott doing what Scott does. Oh, he gets a steal. He's starting to feel it. Oh, good pass there. Does Dyke have enough room? Pass it. Well, there's some offensive. What? They kind of got tangled up. Scott trying to get to position. Angel Miles watching from Rochester, New York. It's a great little spot. Great. No, it's bigger. It's big. And that's the home of Torrance Dyke Jr., so that's good to know. It's clear he's got a massive fan club down there. It's been a treat watching him play high school in that area. Wow. Oh, this is going down. You can tell, but no, it doesn't. Just his footwork was sensational. Red pass footwork. Say we'll get around one. Maxwell is looking for some action on that side. Try back to Maxwell. Take Freeman in the post. One-handed, but look at that rebound. That's what this team needs. Gets a shot up. Front back rim, but look at that. School's in session. That's how you offensive rebound. And you know what? Good job by Osei to keep that ball alive and to get a shot up. At the end of the shot clock, that ball's got to hit the rim. So that's a big basket there to make this a 2-point spread. Oh yeah, Freeman trying to work Dyke Jr., but he's a good defender. Travel, what defense by Scott. And wow, JD Tisdale was trying to work that. And Scott's a good defender. Kept moving his feet. Chance Miles watching Torrance Dyke from Rochester. We got half the internet feed is going to Rochester, New York here. We don't have much bandwidth up here, so don't take it all on us. So Osei having a great game. Scott will try a little fadeaway. Ooh, just hits front back rim. Warmley is dangerous. He's so good in there to find his shooters. Oh, that ball had a good break St. John's way. Miller will go back in. This is where it gets dangerous. This is a mismatch here, size-wise. Oh. Red Path is going to talk to the front row. And, you know, that's what it does when a player is so good in the post, it just makes you turn your head for a second. And then that weak side guy is making a good cut to the basket. And what a passer. And you saw it out of Royce White last night too. Just they operate, they set up in the post, and they're very relaxed down there. So good things happen when those players touch it down there. 5-point game. I'll say the Sessions will go, it just pulls it back up for 3. Oh, in and out. So that ball, I thought that was going to go. And this is a 2-man game that's very dangerous. And you see that? The penetration gives them any shot they want. And they can't connect. Scott comes down. He's been rebounding the basketball well today. Trying to work his man. Get out. This is where I'd like to see some movement. There it comes. Maxwell set the screen left. Oh, that would look like a really good shot too. Say just back rim that. He's been playing well. Turnover. We got 4 on 2 here. And the ball doesn't go in. Maxwell finishes strong, but he can't get it to go either. So everything was done right there. Amaya and Anaya saying hello to Torrance. They must be pretty proud. Oh, Redpath leaves it short. This has got to be a connection somehow. And look at the rebounders up there, and St. John finds a way to come down with it. I mean, the Storm are giving everything they got. You got to get a hand up here. Redpath, see, that's the discipline. They'll pass it up. And here they want this. Oh, that was maybe a good foul because it wasn't shooting. Kendra Dixon. Watching from LaPro. Point LaPro. That's where that is. LaPro, New Brunswick. I'm from New Brunswick as well. So I'm from Fredericton. So I was down in St. John lots. West side. Technical foul call. That is going to hurt St. John. Chris Johnson will shoot that. And they're having a little discussion. Hands out. Johnson hits it. And the Storm picked up 2 technicals in the first half, so St. John just picked up 1 there. West side, best side. Yeah, St. John's got some character. I used to do all kinds of stuff down there. Play against St. Max and St. John High and all those places. Simmons. Let's say we'll try to penetrate here. Gets a hand up. Johnson's there. Keeps it alive. Look at St. John players flying around. They're passing up good shots. I like to see this out of the Storm. Look at this. And look at the rebounding effort on the ground. Wow, what a possession by the Storm. 4 or 5 St. John players up flying at shooters. You tell me that both these teams don't want it. And getting it up. Look at the beautiful plays. Those 2 big men in there. So they're working hard. And you saw the quality of shots go way up for timeout here for the Storm lately. They just haven't been able to connect on a couple of their fast breaks. This is going down to the wire, I think. As we're commentating, I can't believe there's only 5 minutes left to go in this one. So those shots will start to go down, and as St. John, they'll start to work more and more into a 2-man game to finish this, and it's so hard to defend, and they do it so well. The Storm don't have the same presence in that 2-man game that NBL teams they like to finish with. So they put the shooters on one side, and they just kind of go into the low post, or they'll send that big man out to set a screen for Wormley on one side of the court, and then he can hit his shooters on the opposite side. It's traditional plays from these teams here. But the Storm are just attacking on multiple different fronts here. Hope you're enjoying the coverage. This Universum team is something else. They put together packages and scoring highlights, unbelievable. So I think that they're up there with the best crews in our country for sure. So the Storm will have the ball on that hustle on the baseline side out. And that was off of the foul and the rebounding foul. So they'll set up in a line. St. John will try to get in between each player. Ball's entered. There's a whole new shot clock happening here, so. What? Doesn't go through. Johnson will try to penetrate over to Scott. Difficult shot there. Good defense. Redpath had really good defense there, guarding a great shooter. Miller gets his man up in the air. Oh, quick hands, but quick hands again. Redpath will shoot that, leave it short. He'll start the fast break. Johnson. He'll try to use his size against Wormley, and he gets it. He gets it. Oh, what a big play. And he's really good at that, going to the basket and keeping his body control. So watch how he does this. Over to his left hand. Gets a shot up just before his right foot hits the ground. So this could make it a 1-point game. He does. So what are we going to have here? Timeout, St. John. So they're going to talk it over. Once again, this game, and the difference is, last night I kind of predicted that, luckily, I predicted that it was going to get to 110 in that area, and both teams, I think it was 113, 111. But tonight, I wouldn't have predicted we would be sitting in the 90s for this one. So it just says that you've seen good defense. It's been a defensive game thus far. So both teams have played pretty well. Again, it's just the stopping the runs. That third quarter run took a lot of energy for the Storm to bring it back to a 3-point game going into the fourth. And they've just always been kind of, haven't been on the right side of the momentum swings here for this game. But they've been able to counter those. So 1-point game, you can guarantee that St. John's going to come back. Wormley's going to have the ball, and Gabe Freeman are going to work together. And then for the Storm, they need a good stop, rebound, and if they're going to fast break, this is the part of the game, if you're going to do the fast break, make sure you get a high-quality shot and at least 1 or 2 rebounders. And that's what I'd like to see the Storm do to gain a little bit of discipline in these fourth quarters. Well, Haley loves basketball. Woo! That's awesome. These are great comments. You guys, great job talking in on the broadcast. If you can't get into the broadcast, all you have to do is, for the next game or whatever, just sign up for a YouTube account. So you'd have a YouTube account or a channel and make a name, and then you can participate. So St. John ball here. A little token pressure. Kendrick's excited, he's clapping. So this is a nice matchup here, Wormley and Session. There's the 2-man game I was talking about. And Henry doing a good job moving his feet. And Gabe can't get it to go that time. So this is the fast break I was telling you about. Make sure you get a good shot or set it up, and they do a good job of that. So the Storm are doing better in these end-of-game situations. Back to Session. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Henry's got to get it up. And probably looking for some kind of foul. Doesn't get it that time. So, and the reason Session is not able to attack is because Wormley's only 5'6", 5'7", and he's so low to the ground, it's hard to get around him. Such a good defender. Oh, nice D there to oh, look at that. That is such a huge play. Right there. That is the biggest play of the game. I'm going to tell you why. Because Osei just put extra pressure on Wormley and managed to get a steal and 2. That's massive. So Freeman will get it. Working against Henry. Mordi has it. He's going to try to penetrate back against the grain. Open look. Back rimmed it. So this is an important part of the game right here. Control your fast break. Get a great shot. There you want it. Look, they don't have Wormley on Session. I would clear out a side or get him some penetration. Tough shot. Whoa. What is happening? This guy's unconscious. Kid out of Quebec. Played in the States. Oh my goodness. Wormley's trying to penetrate, and oof, he's so good at that. So, and that's what he does. It's Wormley time. But Storm up 1 with the ball. 2:54 left. And get it to the hot hand here. They got the switch. Session wants it in the post. He'll fade to the corner. Can't get it up high enough. Session's in there mucking, but can't get it. So Miller, big corner 3, can't get it. Control your fast break, and they do that. So you can see a difference in the Storm. I love that with Session with his hand out. Let's get under control. Now you got to see some action happening, whether it be 2-man game. What are they looking for? And this is what I'd be looking for. Oh, nice. Oh, Chris Johnson with almost a no look. Put in the basket. And the Storm will foul. Oh, just going, yeah. Got his hand in there early. Good call by the refs. Patrick saying, good job, Riptide. A little bit too much space for Wormley. Can't get it. And St. John has missed a lot of wide open looks in this 4th quarter. And how are the Storm going to score here? Who are they going to? Normally it's Maxwell, but he's coming off of a few games off. So there it is. That's what I think, you know, they haven't really gone to Maxwell that much. He's pounding the ball against his head. But I think that was a good play. Go to him. He's got such long strides. And that's Gabe Freeman's 4th foul. Back rimmed it. Maybe a little rust there, but he'll more than likely hit this one. Oh, big rebound by Session after Maxwell wasn't able to complete either of those free throws. So we're down to crunch time. Every single one of these points counts. Johnson will try to attack. Look at the rebounding effort by Henry to keep it alive. And these young men want to win this game. And a big break for the Storm. It's going to stay Storm basketball. Whew, didn't know who had possession there, but what hustle. And that's what Henry is bringing to this club. Keeping the ball alive, getting on the offensive rebound. So he's made an impact here. So are they going to go back to Maxwell? Yep. Back to Maxwell. And he connects. I think that's a good strategy. Get it into him. Go until there's no more water in the well. So, oh, nice little hedge there, but you can't leave the shooter. And that's the difference is the last time St. John was in here, they nailed those shots, and this time they're not. So this is important. 48 seconds left to go. Storm up 3. Try to get to the foul line. That's it. Go to Maxwell. Maybe put him in the post. But Osei has been really good. He's got to penetrate against a tough defender here. And a jump ball. And that's what Wormley does. So low to the ground. It's so hard to get past his left or right shoulder because his hips are so low to the ground. He just moves so quickly. So again, you know, with end of game situations, you have to really know how you're going to attack and who your best penetrators are. And Osei has been playing ridiculous. But when the switch is on, when the other team switches so that their best defender is on you, you have to give that ball up. Yeah, and here's a couple of huge plays by Osei in this game. He made 2 big, look at this shot on the baseline. He's really played a good fourth quarter. And that last time you got to watch, this is a league about matchups, so make sure you know your matchups and who you can attack with. But this is going to be St. John ball, and the situation is 33.8 seconds. So that'll mean the Storm will, no matter what, get the basketball back with about 9 seconds left, 10, 11 seconds left. So the Storm have to be talking about how they're going to defend here and what they're going to do on offense. You have to have both those plays ready to go. For St. John, it's going to be a 2-man game, and you're going to wait a little bit, and then Gabe Freeman's going to come for Wormley, who's missed a couple of his normal 3-pointers that he hits. So that's what I'm predicting here. Shooters in the corner. And Miller, obviously, will set some sort of screen, then dive to the corner because he's been unbelievable. More D is inbounding the ball, so he might just inbound it and then move to this corner. But this place is alive here. This would be a big win for the Storm. Ball's entered. Here it comes. Look at the defense by Johnson. Tough shot by Freeman. Can't get it to go. They're going to have to foul here. And they do. And that's going to send Henry to the line. And I remember his form last time. His form looked pretty darn good. So he's got to make at least 1 or 2 of these. Oh, wait. They're not in bonus yet. So St. John making a few substitutions. Coach saying, get up there. Get up. So they send everybody. The ref's holding the ball. And you've got it. There it's into Johnson. Oh, there's the foul because it looked like that could have been turning it over. Johnson saying something to Sessions there. Sessions, sorry. So he'll go to the foul line. I don't think he was. I know what they're saying. Chris Johnson's a 3 or 4 person, and he came back to help. And he said, you guys need to get open. But I wasn't in the little huddle there, but good job by Johnson there. And those guards were pretty heavily covered, so. And doesn't get the first. So he'll hit this one, take a deep breath. And hits the second one. So that's a 2-possession game here with 24 seconds left. So the Storm fought back in the second half. Down 14. And they fought really hard in that third quarter because it wasn't looking good for a period of play. And that's the talent on the Storm team, having Maxwell back in the lineup. Session, and then you're getting good minutes out of Osei. They miss Andre Stringer, but he'll be back. So there's a lot of talent on this team, and I want to give them a big shout out for controlling the fast break, because against London, they kind of up-tempoed the fourth quarter a little bit too much for my liking, and they were up 11 in that fourth quarter, and they weren't able to settle themselves down, and London was able to come back and win the basketball game. So they learned from that, and they've played a lot better here in this fourth quarter. St. John, valiant effort to this point. This one's not over, but St. John has played well with a short bench. A couple key guys out of the lineup. So great job by the crew here tonight, bringing you the coverage, like all the action when things are happening, timeouts and everything. You can see it here. This camera crew is unbelievable. They take it very professionally. So Universal Medium, you can find them on Twitter. I don't think they'll travel to the States though. So here we go. Ball inbound, warmly inbound the ball, so it'll go in bounds, and then he's going to come and get it from Freeman. Watch this. Yeah, come and get it from Freeman. Come off the screen. There's the shot. Can't get it. Johnson comes down with it, and that's a foul. That'll do it for today. 14 seconds left. Johnson going to the line. Shouldn't speak too soon. Yeah, the Storm need this game desperately for sure. They've been playing really well, and I mean, these fans are unbelievable. In every city, they're unbelievable. They're on their feet here, excited. See the fans in the front row beside the bench there. There's one. Second one's good. No fouls. No fouls. Especially on any kind of shot. There, that'll do the game. Congratulations to the Island Storm. Picked up a much-needed win here at home. And this place, that's the loudest I've heard it all season. It was pretty loud last night. But wow, what a come-from-behind victory. A big end of the third quarter and a smart, well-played fourth quarter for the Storm team. Congratulations, Tim Kendrick and his coaching staff. Did a great job. So that's your final. St. John put up a strong effort. A great team there. The ball just didn't go in at key times for them in that fourth quarter. They got the shots that they wanted. So on behalf of Universal Entertainment Media, my name is Gordon McNeely. I'm going to be signing off. Storm victory, 90-84. We'll leave you with some highlights on the way out. Tune in next time. We'll be back next weekend.